Welcome to Dr. McCrobie's Music Education Talk Series. Inspire, create, perform, succeed. Have you ever been turned down for a job and started wondering if maybe the profession has already moved on without you? That is a hard place to be because job rejection is one thing, but what rejection does to your mind, that is something else entirely. If you are not careful, it can make you question your worth. It can make you wonder if all the years you poured into students, all the long nights, all the rehearsals, all the stress, all the sacrifice, all the experience you built, if any of it still matters. And for those of us who have been in this profession for a while, there is another truth that can be hard to ignore. Sometimes it feels like schools want young, energetic, fresh faces. They want excitement. They want potential. They want someone who looks like the future. And maybe sometimes they are willing to overlook the fact that experience still matters. Because energy is good, new ideas are good. But this profession is not sustained by energy alone. It is sustained by grit. It is sustained by sacrifice. It is sustained by people who know how to stay when things get hard. It is sustained by educators who know how to rebuild a struggling program, navigate difficult seasons, carry the weight of responsibility, and keep showing up long after the excitement wears off and the real work begins. So, if you're in a season of rejection now, if you are staring at a silence after interviews, hearing no from positions you wanted, or quietly wondering whether your age, your mileage, or your experience somehow counts against you, I want to say this as clearly as I can. Rejection does not get to define your value. A hiring committee does not determine your worth. A school district does not get the final word on whether your life's work mattered. And one closed door does not erase the students you taught, the musicians you developed, the programs you built, or the lives you changed. Now, I also think it's important to say something else that may not always be easy to hear. There may come a point when your season in the classroom is over. And if that is true, there's no shame in that. There is no shame in stepping away with dignity. There is no shame in recognizing that a chapter has ended. There is no shame in saying, I gave what I had to give, and I am grateful for the chance to have done it. Not every ending is a failure. Sometimes it's simply the end of one season and the beginning of another. But if you still believe this worth is worth fighting for, if you still believe music education matters, if you still believe students deserve adults who care, who advocate, who sacrifice, who build something meaningful for the next generation, then do not simply quit because the job offer did not come. Find another way to serve. Maybe that means mentoring a younger teacher. Maybe it means helping a local band program. Maybe it means giving private lessons, volunteering, guest teaching, writing, judging, fundraising, advocating, or simply showing up for a school that needs someone to care. And yes, if you are in a position to do it, sometimes that may even mean doing it for free. Not because your work has no value, because it does. Not because educators should not be paid fairly. They absolutely should. But because if we truly believe in music education, then we should also be willing to give something back to it. Not always for reward, but out of gratitude for what it gave us. Somebody sacrificed so that we could have our chance. Somebody stayed late Somebody opened a door. Somebody gave extra time. Somebody poured into us when they did not have to. And maybe now, for some of us, it's our turn to do the same. This profession does not just need more people collecting a paycheck and pretending to care. It needs people who still believe that music changes lives. It needs people who understand that teaching music is not just employment. It is stewardship. It is service. It is investment in human beings. So if you're in a season of rejection, do not let it make you bitter. Let it make you honest. Let it make you reflective. Let it remind you why you started in the first place. If a door opens, walk through it with gratitude. If a door closes, serve somewhere else. If your season has changed, embrace that with peace. But do not measure your worth by whether someone hired you. Measure it by whether you are still willing to use your gifts to serve students, strengthen programs, and leave music education better than you found it. That is where real legacy is. And if you still have something to give, then give it. Because music education is worth fighting for. I'm Dr. Lawrence McCrobie, and this has been another edition of Dr. McCrobie's Music Education Talk Series.